Hey, my name is Mark Vanhoose, and this is the Gateway, and I'm doing a little video for Johnnie Walker RVs. I've been here for 19 years, and this is one of the best, most interesting floor plans that we've had, with a lot of new options that we actually have never had before. So we'll take you through the options and show you the trailer. Hey, now we're inside the 3500 Gateway, and we're going to start out with the residential refrigerator. This is what all Highline motorhomes come with now, and it has its own dedicated inverter. It's over twice as big as the smaller fridges and 30% bigger than the bigger propane refrigerators in RVs. So you get a ton more space, a ton more freezer space, but this only costs $39 a year to run, whereas your RV fridge on the propane can get up to a ton of money over the course of a year. And to get this, they had to give you that inverter, and if you want to dry camp, according to their literature, that it'll last 3 or 4 days without a charge. So all you have to do is charge it every 3 or 4 days, and you can even dry camp with this and save all that money on the propane, but have a real fridge like your house where you're not going to the store every other day, or I can't bring this, or I can't eat that. The fridge is the limiting part of most RVs. It changes most RV trips. So I love this. Go find a $200,000 diesel without one of these. You can't anymore. But they had to put the inverter in to make it work. So yes, they spend a little more, but your enjoyment of this trailer is a big difference because of it. Now go to the cabinets. Almost all the Heartlands, when you get in the higher lines, are raised panel oak, tongue and groove construction on hidden hinges. And this part of the cabinetry is guaranteed for 5 years. The countertops are solid surface, a Corian-like that's very heavy. You can cut on it. Stainless steel sinks. And they use Lauren Ashley furniture with steel springs. The first thing we do when we check in a trade is literally they'll have us sit on the furniture to see if it's sunk down. If it's sunk down, we have to give the people $1,500 less because we know we're going to have to put new furniture in, or deeply discount it because you have the sunk hole where somebody sat. Because a lot of these coaches aren't made for full-time use. They're only made for snowbird use, and their furniture is where they skimp. So when you bring it in, you lost all that money you thought you saved because a regular customer is not going to buy it, and a dealership knows the cheap ones. And yes, we sit on them and check them out. So this is really good furniture on steel springs that'll last you. Now let's go to the TV and the flat screen. Pull-out drawer here. This actually lifts up for a hidden safe behind it and more storage. And this fireplace comes out for more storage, or you can point it the direction you want. You get 8,000 BTU heat from it. I've been here 19 years. This is the most functional bedroom I've ever seen. There's only 3 or 4 things that can change in an RV. Like, see where the washer and dryer is? That can be a combo, or it can be a stack. It's getting rarer and rarer in RVs that you have the option for a stack. So if you are going to full-time and you really want the washer and dryer to actually work, you do have the option for a stack in this floor plan. You get the big slide out with the shoe closet where they've gone into the cap, and you didn't sacrifice any room. They just cost them more to make it. But you get the whole closet and you get the rack for the shoes. Now come to the bed. Look at this, what they added. You can put little things to store on the side, because a lot of times when you get a king mattress like this is, you forfeited your sides of your slide out where you can put an alarm clock or a radio or your cell phone. And so this is a king, and it has a place to set stuff, and it has the little storage things on the outside. Also, you have individual spotlights. If you're reading and your spouse is going to sleep, it's a great option. And the windows both open, so you can get cross breeze in here. There's not another option. There's not a better way to lay it out. Alright, here's your bathroom. Everybody wants a real tub. Here it is. Solid surface countertops in the bathroom, a sunken sink, a porcelain toilet, heat duct that's not in the floor, and an air duct in your bathroom. Okay, and this is a very big tub. When you get in here, you have a glass shower door. You don't have a bifold. I've got tons of room, and it's actually a real tub. And this has a hot water heater that recovers a lot more per hour than the old ones. So yes, you actually can take a hot bath in one like this. I know this is the boring part, but this is the part that affects your trailer the most. This is a suspension. This is an Easy Flex suspension. It was tested at Roush, and it performs up to 60% better than other brands against vibrations. Vibrations are the main enemy of RVs for warranties. And it's not just your suspension. It affects your refrigerator, your lighting, your heating. When they discuss doing something like this among each other, when they're adding something to a trailer, they think, okay, am I going to get a sales benefit? Will people buy it because of that? And will it save me warranty dollars? So it's a real item when they sit down and think about, do they get it? Because everybody pitches a suspension. Everybody says, oh, they got a great suspension. And a lot of them don't. So they don't really consider it. When Heartland added this, they did not consider it a great sales feature to tell people about. They only did it because it was going to reduce warranty costs on the inside. That's where they thought they would get their money back from. And that should tell you something on how much it matters that they're spending a little money that they do not think will help them in sales, but they do think down the road. And you never think, oh, because I got the better suspension, my refrigerator's working today. You never wake up. But when you wake up and it's not working, and you have no idea why, you think the refrigerator failed. No, the refrigerator got shook 60% more than it would have had it not had the better suspension. Also, they do a correct track align, excuse me. And we haven't had that for very long. I think it's only been 2 years with us, and it's something they added. They did some tests, and forgive me, but I'm going to read it because I wanted to quote it right, that a suspension that's a 1/4 inch out of alignment over 5,000 miles of towing, which is maybe a year and a half, is exactly the same as dragging it 125 miles sideways. Imagine dragging your tires a mile sideways. It would be hard to watch, but 125 miles. And this is another thing that they added that helps with warranty. When you get a blowout from worn tires, it rips up the bottom of the coach, and nobody wants to help you. Nobody wants to say they're liable. The tire company does it. It busts the bottom of the coach. This is something that will help keep you safe that they also know really isn't a sales feature. Okay, now going up from the bottom, you've got an underneath enclosed with heated tanks. Then you come up to here and you have a complete vacuum bonded floor. What vacuum bonding means is they sandwich together. They spend a lot of money to make it a lot stronger. They don't normally do that in trailers. Before they did that, you could put 2 guys standing on a piece of wood, and we have a demonstration where it flexes quite a bit, and each guy weighs about 180. After vacuum bonding it, you can put 1,800 pounds of water on it, and it flexes less. What that means to you is you don't have that torquing and flexing, so now you have less vibrations coming up to a stronger floor. This coach will work for you. You won't have these problems. You probably won't appreciate it because you're not going to have the problems, but that's why you won't have the problems. And they continue that process from here forward. If you're looking at another brand and they show you their floor insulation, ask, is that the whole floor? Because 9 times out of 10, it's only from these steps forward. From these steps back, there's no insulation. You can look up under and see the floor that you're walking on. That's why the bedrooms are cold. This is completely vacuum bonded and hit it. This is foam insulation. Look up under. Hit what you're looking at and see if it's actually solid and insulated. Where the pipes go through, if you could sneak under there, you can see the foam. It's insulated the same here as it is at the bottom, and most fifth wheels are not. Always check that out first thing. Before you look inside, open this up and look under. If they cheated there, they probably did a million other places, and there's no point going in and saying, oh, I really like that pretty couch, if you know it will not, it doesn't have the same foundation, and it does not have the same insulation. This is the roof I was talking to you about from the inside. How it overlaps 3 inches on both sides so you don't have that seam right at the corner. This is much less likely to leak than this roof over here. They go straight to the seam. And you see how this roof does not overlap? Now we're not going to show you the name, but it's from the same company. It's just a grade down. So when another manufacturer tells you, oh, that's no problem, no. In our grade down, we have the poor roof. In our grade up, we have the roof that overlaps. So not only is it stronger on the axles, the correct track align, and on the suspension, it's also a better roof. Not only is it aluminum framed and foam insulated, it also overlaps. Now you come down, you've got the frameless windows, which are a great look. You've got the 4000 Lamelux sidewall, which is a higher grade fiberglass than the lesser coaches. All in all, this is, you can go from the tires to the roof. I can take you through every part of it and go, this is why this is a better coach. then brand A, B, or C. Not that we can take the names off and just go the construction all the way down. Of course, we hope you like the look and the floor plan. If there's anything we can do to help you, give me a call. My name is Mark. My number is 702-202-9795, and that's my cell here at Johnnie Walker RVs. Thank you.